I'm Jessica, and I'm new to Booktube, so thought I'd start with the Booktube Newbie Tag. Let's get started. Why did you start this channel? I started this channel to share my love of books. None of my friends read the same types of books as me, so I have no one to talk to about the books I read, and to share the books I love. So I thought I'd turn to the internet to find new book friends. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? I don't like this question. I don't know, just myself, I guess. What are you most excited for about this new channel? I'm most excited to share my love of books and to share the books I love, maybe introduce new people to my favorite books and favorite authors. Why do you love reading? Reading is an escape. It's fun to lose yourself in a fictional world, at least for a little while. It also is a bit of a creative outlet. Like, when reading, you immerse yourself in the world. You're imagining what the author is describing, and that takes a certain degree of creativity to be able to picture the characters and the setting. What book or series got you into reading? Probably Harry Potter. At least that's the series that I remember, like, really kind of pushing myself to advance my reading skills to be able to read. I remember also around the same time I was probably reading some of the Mary-Kate and Ashley books. Both their mystery solving series and the series where they're at like an all-girls private school. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? How do you decide what books to talk about on your channel? Like how do you decide what books to read? What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Making time to film and edit. Like, it's taken me over 2 months just to sit down and film this video. Hopefully, now that I've gotten started, it'll be easier to keep going and it won't be 2 to 3 months between videos. When did you start reading? I think I started reading like on my own around 4th grade. I went to French school, so my English reading skills were a bit behind, which made it really hard to find books to read. The books that were at my reading level weren't interesting to me, and the books that were interesting to me were above my reading level, and it's really hard to find good French books. My school library pretty much only had the Courte d'échelle books to read in French, and those were hit or miss, and I didn't like most of them. But once I started reading on my own, my reading just kept improving, and I kept going and going, and I haven't stopped since. Where do you read? Mostly in bed. I also listen to audiobooks in the car or when I'm out for a walk, but reading like physical books or ebooks, it's probably in bed. What kind of books do you like to read? Fantasy. I almost exclusively read fantasy. What does your book collection look like? You can kind of see it behind me, but my book collection is really out of date. Most of the books there are at least 10 years old. I mostly read library books these days, and when I do purchase books, it's usually an ebook because I could prefer ebooks to physical books. Well, that's all the questions for the newbie tag. Let me know below what types of books you like to read and what type of content that you'd be interested in. I already have a bunch of videos planned, but feedback is always welcome. Have a nice day, everyone.